On April 16, 2026, the financial world was jolted by a surge in nuclear power stocks, triggered by a White House announcement that redefined America's ambitions in space. Investors saw more than a policy shift. They saw a new space race, with nuclear energy at its core. Companies specializing in small modular reactors and uranium mining leapt to the forefront, some gaining nearly 10% in a single day. The message was clear. Solar power alone can't fuel our lunar and Martian dreams. The White House's bold endorsement of nuclear energy signaled a new era, one where atomic batteries would power humanity's leap beyond Earth. This wasn't just a good day for a few companies. It was Wall Street catching up to a vision long championed by scientists and engineers. The stock market's response was a vote of confidence in a future where nuclear power is the backbone of our cosmic expansion. The path to the stars, it seems, will be paved with the immense and steady power locked inside the atom. The spark behind the market surge was the National Initiative for American Space Nuclear Power, unveiled by the White House on April 14, 2026. This directive officially made nuclear power the cornerstone of America's space ambitions, civilian and military alike. The initiative aims to break our dependence on solar energy, accelerating the development of advanced nuclear systems for space. NASA will use these reactors to power lunar habitats and rovers, while the Department of Defense eyes nuclear-powered satellites for national security. This dual-purpose approach ensures every dollar serves both exploration and defense. By setting clear goals and timelines, the White House is rallying the nation's brightest minds to solve one of space's biggest challenges. The message: America intends to lead the world in space nuclear technology. It's not just about visiting other worlds, it's about staying, building, and thriving, powered by the atom. The initiative comes with real deadlines: an American-made nuclear reactor in Earth orbit by 2028, and another on the Moon by 2030. The orbital reactor will prove these systems can safely power advanced satellites. The lunar reactor, a key part of NASA's Artemis program, will provide the steady energy needed for permanent bases and resource extraction. These aggressive targets drive innovation and competition, pushing companies to move from design to deployment at record speed. First, test the technology in Earth orbit, then deploy it on the Moon. Each step builds confidence for even bolder missions, like Mars. This isn't a distant dream, it's a detailed plan with deliverables designed to make nuclear-powered space exploration a reality within the decade. The journey from policy to a working lunar reactor is rapid, but it's a carefully charted course. Making this vision real requires a coordinated effort across government. NASA leads the civilian push, tasked with developing a mid-power reactor for lunar deployment by 2030. The Department of Defense is developing its own orbital reactor, targeting a 2031 launch, and will fund multiple private companies to spur innovation. The Department of Energy, with its deep nuclear expertise, provides research, fuel production, and safety oversight. This interagency dream team ensures every aspect, from design to launch safety, is handled by experts. NASA defines the needs for lunar survival. The Pentagon focuses on national security in orbit. The DOE is the technical bedrock, ensuring reactors are safe, secure, and effective. By dividing roles and fostering competition, the initiative builds a robust foundation for America's space nuclear future. It's a team effort, uniting the best minds to power our next giant leap. The White House's announcement sent nuclear energy stocks soaring, as investors bet on the companies poised to power the new space age. NuScale Power, SMR, and OKLO, leaders in small and advanced reactors, saw their shares jump nearly 10% and 8%, respectively. Nuclear Energy, NNE, focused on micro-reactors, also surged, while uranium suppliers like UEC and Cameco gained as demand prospects grew. This market reaction is more than numbers. It's fuel for innovation. Rising stock prices make it easier for these companies to raise capital and accelerate R&D. The government sets bold goals, investors fund the innovators, and the private sector answers the call. The result? A virtuous cycle driving the technology that will power our expansion into the cosmos. The surge in these stocks is the sound of industry gearing up for humanity's next frontier. Solar panels have powered our space missions for decades, but their limitations are becoming clear as we aim farther. On the moon, 2 weeknights plunge bases into darkness and deep cold. Solar power alone can't keep habitats running. Mars receives less than half the sunlight Earth does, and dust storms can block the sun for weeks, crippling solar arrays. The farther we go, the weaker and less reliable solar energy becomes. Nuclear power, by contrast, works day or night, in dust storms, and in the deep cold of space. It provides constant, dense energy, essential for survival and productivity on other worlds. The Voyager probes use nuclear power for a reason beyond Mars. Sunlight is simply too faint. To build and thrive off Earth, we need a power source that doesn't depend on the sun. The initiative's first hardware milestone is the SR-1 Freedom, a 20-kilowatt reactor designed to power the early stages of lunar settlement. While modest by Earth standards, this reactor is a game-changer for the Moon, enabling continuous operations through the long lunar night. SR-1 Freedom will power habitats, recharge rovers, and run experiments, making a permanent base possible. Its design is dual-purpose. It can also serve as the heart of a nuclear thermal rocket, dramatically cutting travel time to Mars. This mission is the first real test of the new policy, providing hands-on experience and proving the concept. Success will pave the way for larger reactors, powering entire lunar communities and industry. By starting small, but ambitious, NASA and its partners will build the expertise needed for safe, reliable space nuclear power. SR-1 Freedom isn't just a power plant, it's the pioneer for humanity's next era in space. Mars is the ultimate prize, and nuclear power is the key to getting there. Chemical rockets take 7 to 9 months to reach Mars. Nuclear thermal propulsion could cut that in half, reducing risks for astronauts. Once on Mars, solar power is unreliable. Dust storms and weak sunlight make nuclear reactors essential for life support and industry. The Lunar Reactor program is a dress rehearsal for Mars, letting us perfect the technology close to home before committing to the Red Planet. Every lesson learned on the Moon will be directly applied to Mars missions. The initiative is building a technological bridge, starting with a nuclear-powered lunar base, leading to a sustainable human presence on Mars. The systems, safety protocols, and operational experience gained now will shape our future on another world. The road to Mars truly begins with a nuclear footprint on the Moon. The National Initiative for American Space Nuclear Power marks a turning point in human exploration. Mastering nuclear energy for space is as transformative as fire, sails, or rockets were in their eras. For NASA, it unlocks missions of unprecedented ambition, permanent lunar bases and human journeys to Mars. For industry, it's a new market and a catalyst for innovation, with potential benefits for clean energy back on Earth. The stock market's enthusiasm is just the beginning. The real impact will be in the technology and opportunities created. This initiative is about building a future where humanity's reach extends far beyond the limits of sunlight. Soon, when we look up at the Moon, we may see the lights of a human outpost, powered by the atom. By investing in space nuclear power, we're choosing to become a truly spacefaring species.